Hello everyone, and welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. I'm Janie of Mindful Sojourn. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for your support. So if you caught my last video, I did a flip through of this journal, which is it's made from a Lemonheads box. So if you're interested in watching that, go check that out. And then today I'm going to do a flip through of this junk journal, which is made from a macaroni box. So if you are curious about how to take a candy box or a macaroni box or a cereal box and turn it into a junk journal to store your valuable, precious memories, stick around, because in my upcoming videos in the next few weeks, I'm going to be posting quite a few tutorials on detailed steps. So I will go through the whole process. I'll have some videos showing start to finish making a junk journal like this, cover to cover, and then I'll have some other videos showing you how to make embellishments or things to put in the journal, like these envelopes made from book pages. What else do I have over here? I've got some flower-ish type of things made from maps. So I will be doing quite a few videos like that in the upcoming weeks. So stick around. And so for today, let's dive into this journal. So this is a junk journal that I made for my husband as a gift for Father's Day. It's 3 signatures. You can see the bound signatures on the spine here. And then the cover topper is just simply a baseball card. And I got this pin at an antique shop. Actually, I got the card from there as well. I went hunting for things to use for this project. So, and then I just sewed this all on with my sewing machine. I typed this with my typewriter. So that's the cover. And this, of course, is removable, but, and I didn't mind that it was, you know, this is visible here. There's no way around that, because the needle or, you know, part on the back that pokes through is probably at least 1 centimeter long. So I mean, I guess I could take some pliers to it, remove that, and then just glue this down, but for now this is fine. So here we go. Inside cover is just some scrapbooking ledger paper. This is a pocket. I just don't have anything in it. And then, as you can see, I have a lot of dad stickers in it. I just got those from the dollar store since it is a Father's Day gift. This is actually 2 pockets right here, but I only have the ticket in the one. So this journal, this is kind of like a table of contents, sort of. This junk journal is like a highlight of all of the games we attended this season, at least as of June, the beginning of June. But I did include some of these tickets. This is way back in the day when they used to give you physical tickets at games. I miss these. This game in particular is from 2018. So we lived here in San Diego in 2017 through like the fall-ish or late summer of 2018. And we went to quite a few games and we saved the tickets. I knew someday I would do a scrapbook. I just didn't know at the time that I would be making the book from hand, or by hand. So I decided to use these tickets finally for this project. But yeah, I'm so bummed that now everything is like digital and electronic. I know tickets aren't eco-friendly, but I do miss them. These are the type of things that I hold on to. I'm just very sentimental. So I used a variety of paper for this. I had some old books, you know, that were set to be terminated by, you know, libraries or thrift stores. As you can see on this page, this book page actually was like a misprint, I guess you could say, because the page is a map, but then you can see the text from the opposing page and it like bled onto it. So, but I thought it looked really cool. And then of course I think I got this book of sheet music from a thrift store for like $1, and I thought, hey, that's perfect for a junk journal supply to have on hand. So you'll see as we go throughout this journal that there are some empty spaces. That's because we have been to more games since June 9, so I can add more pictures. I can add some stuff in here to make this like a writing spot, even though there are other, like here, this is plenty of writing space, and I left this empty intentionally so that I or my husband could come in and write about our memories from these games. This was our first game with our son. This was his first baseball game. It's not Major League, but it still counts. This was the Nashville Sounds. So these pictures are from that game. And this was actually our first game after we moved back to the States from Spain. So the whole time that we were living in Spain, we were at the mercy of watching the games on TV, which, because of the time difference, most of the games were on in the middle of the night for us. So the first year or so that we were in Spain, we didn't watch very many games because of that. But when we had our son, because of his feeding schedule, we watched a lot of games last season. My husband would put on the Red Sox game, you know, at like midnight, and then I would get up at like 3 and watch the Angels games. We were just kind of tag teaming for those early survival days. It was rough, but we did get to watch a lot of games. So I did use, in addition to the sheet music and book pages, I think this is a coffee dyed sheet of paper. This is more scrapbook paper. More pictures from our next game. This was our first Padres game with our son. This was Easter Sunday. I love this page. This is the center of a signature. So there's pockets on both sides. These are our trolley tickets from that game. This is just torn out from the baseball card packs that I bought for this journal. So I just tore out the logo. I thought it looked nice. It's almost like a sticker, and I went through all the packs I bought. I think I bought like 2 packs of cards for this, and I went through looking for Padres, Angels, and Red Sox players because those are our teams. I'm an Angels fan, my husband is a Red Sox fan, and then our team as a family that we've adopted because of living here is the Padres. You know, plus the Padres are NL, our teams are AL, so there's no competition. So yeah, fun stuff. I love baseball, and we are actually going to another game on Sunday. We're going up to see my Angels. Now, this is another ticket from 2018, but I inked it to, you know, try to make it look older. And then these puzzle pieces are from the baseball card packs. So in case you're not familiar with trading cards, I don't know if they still do this, but they used to give you some kind of prize with the cards, kind of like, you know, a box of Cracker Jacks. They would include like a sticker or a stick of gum, or in this case, there was a card with 2 or 3 puzzle pieces in it, and those three pieces together or alone didn't make up a picture, but it was to incentivize you to buy more packs, to get more pieces, and hopefully make the whole picture. But of course I only bought one pack, so I thought I would just, you know, glue these on here just to be little decorations on the page. This is a belly band from a book page. My husband is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I love Lord of the Rings too, but he's a much bigger fan than I am. And I had an extra copy of, I think this is The Hobbit. It's either The Hobbit or Fellowship. I had an extra copy. Again, it was set to be terminated at a library, and I rescued it, and it was an extra copy that we had, so I decided to use it for junk journaling projects. So here's an example of the stickers that come with the baseball card packs. Because these weren't any of our teams, I decided to just, you know, leave them here as is and just tuck them in here. And I love this picture of my son and I. It just makes me happy. This was his first trolley ride, I think. Yeah, I love that picture. It makes me happy. And then both of these cards I turned into pockets. So they're glued here and here to hold pictures. This was from my son's first Angels game. And it was also, as I wrote on this photo caption, it was also his first Red Sox game. That was a big deal. It was both of our teams playing against each other, but it was on my husband's birthday, so the Red Sox won, and I'm glad for him that they won on his birthday. So again, there's more writing space in here for us to come back in and write about these games. Oh crap, I just realized I've been a little off-centered. So I hope you didn't miss anything too major. I'll try to keep it down here. But yeah, this is this first signature. Plenty of writing space, pockets and tucks for pictures and other pieces of ephemera. So this is an example of how these puzzle pieces come in a pack of cards. I popped these out to use them for something. Over here I just used them as little decorations. I could do something else with this. I could turn it into an altered paper clip. So, it would stick out maybe a little bit. I could glue it down just here, and then it would be like a tuck spot to hold something. But I hadn't decided, so I just left it there for now. And then I left this one intact. And moving along to the second signature, this was an envelope. Have a picture from another one of our games. And then this little handmade envelope, I love this because this is kind of a nod back to my childhood. My friends and I in school and in church, we would pass notes in folded fashion, I guess, like this. So this is just one sheet of paper, and it's folded so that it's almost like locked, But yeah, we would fold pages in different ways so that it would be like folded into itself and it would stay closed or sealed. But this particular fold is a square sheet of paper, and I got this idea from Pam at the Paper Outpost. And so as you can see, it's just one square sheet and it's folded so that it stays locked. But as soon as I saw her video showing how to do this, it reminded me of the notes that we used to pass in church. But you can use it to write on the inside. You can use it to hold, pieces of ephemera. You can, if you have a larger square sheet of paper, you can stick a picture in it. I just used it for a little writing spot. So there's all kinds of things you can do with these, and I like this size. It's very cute and petite. I think this was a 6x6 sheet of scrapbooking paper. So that's fun. Moving along, more writing space. This is actually from, this sheet is from an Amtrak, from an old Amtrak train, what would you call it? Like a timetable pamphlet. So I thought that was cool since, you know, it's all, well, I actually chose a piece or a sheet of paper that had a Boston route on it, but I think somewhere else I used a page that had San Diego routes, since that's where we are. I need to do something here. This is very blank. I could always, of course, put pictures on it. I could do some rubber stamping. So there's definitely still some more room for play in this junk journal. More baseball game tickets. I know I said it before, but I really miss these. I wish they would at least give you the option to get a physical ticket. Here's another game. We've had a lot of fun this season. This is from a box of Cracker Jack, of course. Now, I don't know if anyone else has had Cracker Jack recently, but all of the prizes, I mean, we've only gotten, I think, 2 bags or boxes of Cracker Jack at the games that we've been to this season, but all the prizes have been stickers. I mean, they used to be kind of cool and different. Now they're like all stickers. It's kind of boring, but oh well. So I saved that. And then what is this? I don't even remember. Oh, I think this was from a bag from a store we went to. I think somewhere else in here I used this bag as one of the pages in the signature, and I had this little end piece of the bag, and I thought I could use it as a pocket of sorts, or a tuck spot. You know, you could put it down and then it becomes, you could put it on a page like this one already has a pocket, but you could put it somewhere else and it creates a pocket. So I saved it for that. I just haven't actually created that spot yet. So that's in here to be used. Again, this is kind of boring, plain. I need to decorate that. Let's see, moving along. Plenty of writing space again. I need to come in here. I don't know if my husband will ever get around to it, but I could come in here and write about our games that we went to this season. Another picture. More scrapbook paper. Another baseball card. Now this card wasn't from the packs that I bought. Where are those? It wasn't from these packs that I bought. These were all from like the 70s and 80s. This card was given to me or my son at one of the, I think it was one of the Angels games we went to. I was walking him around. He had gotten kind of antsy at the seat, and so I was walking him around up top by, you know, like all the concessions, and one of the I guess you would call him like an usher of sorts, like the, I should know what they're called, you know, the person that stands at the top of the section that can direct you to your seats. I mean, I guess it's kind of an usher. Anyways, he was talking to my son, and I don't know, I guess he thought my son was cute, and you know, he liked that he was so into baseball, and so he just had these in his pocket to give away, you know, to whomever, you know, it wasn't like a giveaway game. And so he gave this to us just as a little memento, you know, from the game. I think that was actually from this game. We went to an Angels game on Mother's Day. And all of these stickers that are kind of like popped out and 3D-ish, I just got those at the dollar store. So that was a perfect little find because I was looking for Father's Day or family-oriented tickets. And again, just like the others, this is 2 pockets here. This is another pocket from this folded book page. Now this, I loved this game. This was a game that my son and I went to, just the 2 of us. I was really proud of myself for making that happen. You know, just with postpartum and adjusting to motherhood, it was kind of a milestone game. Like, it was kind of a big deal for me, you know, to accomplish that. Like, going to a game, handling my son, you know, getting to the game, getting through the stadium and everything, like, just me and my toddler. So I was really proud of us for making it to this game. My motivation, actually, for going to this game in particular, this was the Padres, this was their mental health awareness game. So that was like my motivation. I thought, you know, I really need to go to that game. And it was on a weekday, so my husband couldn't go. So that was a big deal for me. And then this is just a folded writing spot. And I wrote it as if it was from my son. It's him apologizing for us going to a game without him. Now this is a magazine page. I didn't glue this down, but you know, I could. You can either glue it or sew it, just to keep it more secure. Excuse me. So again, plenty of more writing space, a variety of different types of paper. Oh, and this is that bag I was referring to before. Now, so that concludes the coverage, I guess, of the games that we had been to up until this point. And so for the rest of this signature, I included pictures of other things that we did this spring and summer up to June. So this was a hike we did. This is a candy shop in Old Town, and I saved the bag. I tore out the label or the logo, and I glued it onto this ledger scrapbook paper, so it's a journal spot. So I just tucked it into this this bag that made a pocket. Another baseball game ticket. This is a picture of my husband and son at the zoo. More writing space. Picture from the beach. So yeah, like I said, the rest of this signature was just other things that we did this spring and summer when we weren't at baseball games. More of our old tickets from several years ago. The sunset at Sunset Cliffs. Now this, I could actually put something else down because you can't really see my writing. This was a great spot just for a picture, but it's not a really good writing spot. So I could always come back here and put, you know, a torn out piece of paper. I could type this on my typewriter and tear that out and put that here. But yeah, there's always a million and one things that you can do with junk journals. Again, more tickets. And I think that's the end, yeah. And so at the back, I wrote games on deck, because at the time when I made this junk journal, we had one other game for sure that we were going to at the time, but then I also, this is a handmade envelope from a book page, and so as part of my husband's Father's Day gift, along with this baseball junk journal, I also got him tickets to the Red Sox Dodgers game the following month. Neither of us are Dodgers fans. They are the Yankees of the West, but like I said, my husband is a Red Sox fan, so he got to see his team again this season. But it was a fun game. It was a first time for both of us going to Dodgers Stadium, and even though we aren't Dodgers fans, they do have a really great view. Their stadium is really old. It's definitely not the nicest ballpark we've been to, especially, you know, having a toddler and a stroller. It wasn't easily accessible, but I loved their view. We sat in the upper deck behind home plate, and so we had an amazing view of the mountains, and so it was just beautiful. So yeah, that concludes this flip through. It's very full, very packed. It doesn't stay closed. I could have, just like with this one, I could have put some kind of closure. I can even, you know, use some type of string, you know, tie it around and just to keep it closed. But my husband actually just keeps this on display in his man cave, in his sports room, and it just stands up perfectly, and just sits there on his shelf. So that is that. So again, like I said in the beginning, if you are curious about how I took a candy box and turned it into a junk journal, or in this case, a macaroni box, stick around because I have some videos in the works. Those will be coming soon. I am trying to stick to this schedule of Tuesday and Thursday for my videos being released. So yeah, and every Tuesday and Thursday I will have either a flip through or a tutorial of some kind, and it, you know, will either be junk journal related, or like my last couple videos, they were on repurposing film cartridges. So yeah, that kind of stuff. If that interests you, please follow along on this journey, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you for your support. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you're curious about this process, or if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see in my upcoming videos. Again, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.